questions that are being raised on part of the opposition. We are going to talk about as far as the Commerce Minister is expected to brief the media and highlight as far as the fine print or the contours of this deal is concerned. Already the minister has made his statement both in the houses of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha last week over the statements that have now been issued. And this, however, has also now given a momentum that when it comes to the opposition during, the budget session of Parliament, which is still on, Pragya, they still have that opportunity to raise the questions because they have been calling it as compromise, they have been calling it surrender and whatnot. But they have this very opportunity to clause by clause counter the government on the trade deal as far as when it comes to the fine print that is also expected in some time from now that Union Commerce Minister will be laying out the framework.
Absolutely, Amita, and the concerns that have been raised by opposition, these have been raised for past 2 days ever since the announcement has come that there is going to be a joint agreement and the US and India has already agreed to sign the trade deal. What the government sources are saying that this particular deal is going to unlock the potential of the goods at trade between India and US and it is going to give a decisive edge in areas like leather, MSMEs and other, human resource centric industries as far as US market is concerned. And in fact, there are many areas of strength in the US market that are going to benefit Indians as well and Indians manufacturers as well as industrialists. It also says that it will effectively protect domestic sensitivities to exclusion of any phasing in terms of references as well. But we are given to understand that dairy and agriculture has been protected, and the argument of opposition that we should be, why are we buying from America and we are going down to America? We had already started diversifying our energy needs. We were buying from other countries, apart from Russia as well. And it is, at the end of the day, we need to look at our interest and the country's interest as well. We are buying defense products from Russia. There is no concern on that. And in fact, Russia would also understand.
In fact, that has been made clear on part of the government because the questions of certain compromise or surrender when it comes to sensitive sectors like dairy and agriculture, there has been no compromise on that stand, and this is being made amply clear by the government. It seems that the Union Minister once again is expected to raise the issue in some time from now, where he will be shortly briefing the media on the contours of the agreement, emphasizing that farmer interests are fully protected, while the opposition, the Congress, continues to call it as a trap deal. Pragya continues to be with us because we talk about how India is now gaining from this trade agreement. Now, what do we have to look forward to? It is coming across as a big win when it comes to the Indian exporters there, because when it comes to the compliances that now come down, the procedural delays that will now reduce, massive employment opportunities that it would give rise to, and market access also to increase especially when it comes to exports-led growth, that will also now see a major boost. So all of these developments that are now expected, but the opposition continues to sing one raga, saying that as far as our anndatas are concerned, their interests having been compromised, they have now been saying that this is not a trade deal, rather they have been calling it as a trap deal.
नरेंद्र मोदी ने हस्ताक्षर कर दिया है इस देश के करोड़ों किसानों की बर्बादी का हस्ताक्षर उन्होंने अमेरिका के साथ कर दिया है। किस दबाव में किया मोदी जी आपने? देश को बताइए। सदन में झूठ क्यों बोला? देश को बताइए। आपने हिंदुस्तान के किसानों को अमेरिका के बाजार में ले जाकर बेच दिया इसलिए कि आपके दोस्त अडानी को सम्मान मिल गया, वो हजारों करोड़ के भ्रष्टाचार में अमेरिका में फंस गया। आपने देश के स्वाभिमान और सम्मान को गिरवी रख दिया इसलिए कि आपका नाम एप्स्टीन फाइल में आ गया। आपने हिंदुस्तान के लिए तेल का बाजार अमेरिका के लिए खोल दिया, हिंदुस्तान का बाजार, जिससे करीब करीब हिंदुस्तान के नागरिकों को 80,000 करोड़ रुपए का घाटा हर साल भुगतना पड़ेगा, महंगा तेल खरीदना पड़ेगा।
पॉलिटिकली कमजोर सरकारों ने भी अमेरिका के आगे इस तरीके से देश का सरेंडर नहीं किया। क्या अब अमेरिका के राष्ट्रपति ट्रंप जैसे वेनेजुएला को चला रहे हैं, वैसे ही वो भारत को भी चलाएंगे?
तो जब तक कोई डील में साझा रूप से कोई बयान न जारी हो, तब तक उसका कोई मतलब नहीं। अब तो मेरे ख्याल से भारत सरकार को इस 18% टैरिफ वाली डील पे अपना स्टैंड क्लियर कर देना चाहिए। कृषि और डेयरी प्रोडक्ट को लेके भारत में लगातार ये बात चर्चा में है कि अगर इन दो सेक्टर में भारत ने डील की होगी तो भारत की जनता का, भारत के आम नागरिक का बहुत बड़ा नुकसान होने जा रहा है।
Well, Srinjoy, how is the opposition predicting? Because all of these matters, they say that it remain unclear, claiming that it indicates that India may stop importing Russian oil amid warnings of a 25% penalty. It will slash import duties at the cost of Indian farmers to benefit U.S. agriculture. And it sees annual imports from the U.S. Triple potentially that they believe would end India's long-standing goods trade surplus.
Well, to start with, about the Russian oil. This oil was being imported by private sector firms. And once the Trump administration put in sanctions on 2 Russian major oil firms, these private sector firms stopped buying Russian oil or reduced it to a trickle. The point I'm making is it doesn't have much to do with the government in what this oil was being bought by private sector firms. Now, the fine point, it's has to be looked at. But one thing is very clear, that in these 6-7 months, the bilateral relationship with the United States was stuck back. And this was probably hurting both sides. Now that this deal is done, or at least...
Srinjoy, apologies, we don't have a clear network with you because your line is getting short. But one we are talking about as far as President Trump is also concerned, he signed this executive order announcing the removal of 25% tariff on India. And this reiterates his claim that India has now committed to stop importing oil from Russian Federation directly or indirectly. However, we are receiving as far as when it comes to clarification on part of the Indian government that is yet to come. But we will be also highlighting on the takeaways. Let's in the meantime play out the remainder of the reactions coming in from the opposition side.
We find it as a surrender to the American economy, and it is a betrayal to the farmers of India. Because when you reduce tariff, 11% tariff on cotton, now cotton is coming freely in India, and this time cotton is in the market. Our farmers are in great trouble. Maximum suicide in India, farmer suicide, in cotton belt. But now because cheap cotton is coming from America without tax, and our production cost is more, so our farmers will suffer. We are not levying any tax on them.
ट्रेड डील होना बहुत अच्छी बात है, सभी देश करते भी हैं, लेकिन पीयूष गोयल ने सिर्फ ट्वीट में कहा है कि हम उसकी घोषणा कर रहे हैं, बट क्या कर रहे हैं वो विस्तार से देश को कब बताएंगे। ट्रेड डील का मतलब बराबरी का सम्मान, हम जो आपको दें वही आप हमें दें। आप हमें 18% टैरिफ दे रहे हैं, हम आपको कितना दे रहे हैं ये बताना चाहिए भारतीय जनता पार्टी और सरकार को। देखिए, यह देश ये पूरा व्हाइट पेपर लाकर देश के सामने लाना चाहिए।
यूएस का तो क्वालिटी है, जो रेट है, उससे तो हमारे इंडियन एग्रीकल्चरिस्ट या फार्मर्स compete नहीं कर पाएंगे। और दूसरा यह भी कहा गया है, खैर एग्रीमेंट कई पॉइंट्स हैं, कि भारत सरकार एग्री किया है कि हम रूस से तेल नहीं खरीदेंगे। तो एक तो सस्ता तेल हम वेनेजुला से, अमेरिका से लाएंगे, उसका ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट बहुत ज़्यादा है। इंडिया का इंटरेस्ट बेच दिया गया है। ये बायलेटरल नाम ही गलत है, इसका यूनिलेटरल रखना चाहिए। हम बायलेटरल नहीं मानने को तैयार हैं, हम इसकी निंदा करते हैं। मोदी सरकार सरेंडर कर गई।
Well, the opposition surrender raga that continues, but in the meantime, for a better understanding, let's put that out in 10 major points. The 10 key takeaways of this interim trade deal. We need to emphasize again, interim trade deal that has now been announced. So number one, it has removed the 25% tariff over the Russian oil imports. That was a contentious issue. As far as another $30 trillion market that now we are looking at is now has opened for our exporters. That is coming across as a big thumbs up. Farmers, however, are now secure. Agriculture and dairy interests when it comes to the sensitive sectors have been protected. Again and again being amplified by the government. There is also a wide range of agricultural products that have also been protected. Now, India has maintained its stand. US duties on Indian goods expected now to come down to 18%. So as the tariffs there, remember, from 50%, we are now looking at 18%. The interim back is now giving a big boost when it comes to our MSMEs, the Kisan, the fishermen, the youth, the women, generating employment opportunities. India and US is now expected to work towards broader agreement details, and India to end or cut tariffs on US industrial goods as well. And White House has said that India will stop importing Russian oil. However, that is something that market dynamics decide as India as a developing country. And the last takeaway, the framework is now expected to even expand to defense cooperation over a period of 10 years. So all of these developments that are now happening, but as far as our Andatas, our Kisan is concerned, there has been no compromise on their interests. So let's take a look as far as the zero trade concessions is now concerned, where India has held its stand. This is where what we are looking at. Our Andatas, that they come first. So when it comes to grains, fruits, vegetables, spices, oil seeds, dairy, poultry, meat, all of this was the concern that was raised on part of the opposition. However, the government has maintained that when it comes to the interest of the farmers, there is not going to be any compromise on that front. But when we talk about the dairy products, especially in question, now they too have been protected. What do we talk about when it comes to the dairy products? We talk about buttermilk, we talk about yogurt, cream, there is also milk, there is cheese, there is ghee, there is paneer and other products that also now come under the same category. As far as the dairy products are also concerned, they too have now been protected. So let's connect with Nyamika on this, because the concerns that have been raised. All right, Mr. Rashid Alvi is also connected with us before we take that question to Nyamika. Mr. Rashid Alvi, sir, good afternoon. This is the opportunity, sir. The parliament session is on. Take up the question clause by clause. You have the right to counter the government on all of the concerns that you have been raising. And the biggest one of them, that you say that farmer interests have been compromised. The government, however, has dismissed your claim.
How can you say that documents have dismissed this issue? You know, it is 18% tariff as far as our goods are concerned, but it is 0%. India, we will, if anything, exports from United States, tariff is 0%. You know what will happen to our farmers? Everything will be in comparison of our farmers' products. It will be definitely cheap, and people would like to purchase imported things. So how can you say that the government of India has not made compromise with the interest of our farmers? And more than that, government of India has agreed to purchase crude oil from Venezuela. I am not expert, but experts people say that comparatively Russian crude oil is better than Venezuela. And it appears
no, but Mr. Rashid Alvi, the government has not. That has been a statement that was given on part of President Trump. So rather what we believe that the Indian government has been saying, because they have maintained that diversifying energy sources in keeping with the objective of market conditions and dynamic and evolving international dynamics is the core strategy to ensure this.
You know, this statement is totally not only laughable, but to misguide the nation. Specifically, government of India should give a statement, should deny the statement of President Trump. We are not going to purchase any crude oil from Venezuela. Venezuela is under the...
So, sir, allow the government to actually put its point in parliament, because you've been demanding that the minister comes and gives a stand. He has made a statement in both houses of parliament. The budget session is still underway. Will you allow the parliament to function Monday onwards to take up the issue?
If government of India and BJP government will not allow us even to discuss any issue, and particularly issues related to national security, you know what should we do? We should be kept mum. We should not say anything.
All right. So you're
government
saying
is
that
scared.
functioning of the House, the responsibility lies with the government there. Thank you very much, Mr. Rashid Alvi, for your point of view. And the concerns that have been raised, zero tariffs, Nyamika, on select Indian exports after interim deal that is subject to successful conclusion of the interim agreement. The US will remove reciprocal tariffs on wide range of Indian goods. And that also includes pharmaceutical, gems, diamonds, aircraft parts. It's in detail, it's in length as far as when it comes to these specifications have been given.
Well, yes, indeed. The details which have been given on the part of the government of India in this particular statement, it has been clarified that the interests of the people of our country are not going to be compromised. And for that reason, specifically, if we talk about the agricultural sector, then it has already been clarified by the Union Minister Piyush Goyal that their interests are not going to be compromised. But the way in which the Congress party and the other opposition parties are taking a jibe over the union government, the barb of surrender is continuously being done on the part of the Congress party. In particular, we have seen that how Mr. Jairam Ramesh has also reacted over the same. In fact, the Congress party is also questioning the way in which it is being mentioned in this particular statement that the United States will monitor the oil imports from Russia for our country, and for that reason, the Congress party is saying that this is nothing but just a threat on our country by the United States, which must be, which must be answered on the part of the Indian government. The way in which they are saying that the tariffs which have been imposed against our country is of 18%, which is 6 times more than it used to be there upon our country. Earlier, it used to be at 3%, but now it has gone up to 18%. Also, they are stating that the tariffs upon the imports from United States has either been reduced or completely eliminated. That is going to make a huge impact upon our agriculture sector and our industrial sector in particular. So all of these concerns are being raised by the Congress party.
You can question the government, because as far as the tariffs under the framework that has been slashed, India has also announced trade deal with other nations. And the agreement, however, will even boost exports, support domestic agriculture while strengthening India's position in global trade. Because here is a counter that has now been coming in. Piyush Goyal is expected to speak in some way, brief the media in some short of a time. But what we are looking at as far as when it comes to the interest of the farmers is concerned, that has been consistently maintained by the government of India, that it remains paramount. Modi government remains fully committed when it comes to protecting the andatas and also securing rural livelihoods, adding that no concessions has been extended to sensitive agricultural sector, especially when it comes to grains, foods, vegetables, spices, oilseeds, dairy, poultry and meat. As far as the Union Agriculture Minister is concerned, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has also come out to welcome the deal.
वो सब फायदा ही फायदा होने वाला। मैं फिर कह रहा हूं, चाहे वो डील यूरोपियन यूनियन से हुई हो, अमेरिका से हुई हो या बाकी किसी देश से, भारत के किसानों के फायदे में है, भारत की जनता के फायदे में है। हमने जितनी प्रमुख फसलें बड़ी आशंका व्यक्त कर रहे थे, छाती पीट रहे थे लोग, गड़बड़ हो गई, कोई गेहूं, मक्का, सोयाबीन जैसी फसलें, हमारे किसान उनसे सुरक्षित, कुछ नहीं आने वाला।
So Kisan Hit is what the government is keeping on top as its priority is now concerned, because when we talk of those vegetables, there is going to be no import of these particular vegetables, and frozen vegetables in particular, that what we are talking about, their interest, the farmer interest, continue to remain protected. Potato, peas, beans, legumes, the mixed frozen vegetables that now we are talking about, and also the preserved vegetables. That includes cucumbers and gherkins, mushrooms as far as a specific species is concerned. Also, when it comes to protecting the other sectors as well, that includes canned vegetables, well, those are the developments that now we are looking at, because the tariffs under the framework that has been slashed, adding that India has also announced trade deal with other nations. This agreement, what has now been said on part of the government, will now boost exports and will also support domestic agriculture while strengthening India's position in global trade. We'll get you more. We're expecting the briefing to happen in some time. Back after a short break.